check, and if I ask for proof of payment, they actually send me back a copy of the check. But these people are on ARP. They're on automatic pay directly
From my
to,
account to there.
right.
But it's not through us, it's through your bank.
Yeah, but it's not through a check. It's just the bank sends the money. If they're on
Right.
ARC, what do you call that?
I know what you're saying.
Okay, so other than their bank showing that they sent you the money, how much more can they offer you as proof that they sent you the money? She shouldn't be having this many problems. That's like ridiculous.
Let me look into it, because again, a lot of times the bank does send that money, but they don't unless you ask them to verify if that payment has been received and cashed. It's just floating, because it happened to you. That's the only reason why I know.
It happened to me too.
That's the only reason I know
She
that.
sent her statement. Look at.
It was on, but that's what I'm trying to tell you.
But she sent her statement to
But
show
that's
you.
what I'm
They didn't
trying
put
to
the
tell
money
you.
back in.
No,
They took the money out.
They didn't for me. It showed on my statement the money was taken. So I assumed that my mortgage company received the check. I did not realize they never received it until they contacted me. When I called the bank, I'm like, well, here's my statement showing that the money came out. They're like, yes, the money came out. Can you verify for
But
me
you
that
can do,
payment was
I don't know
made?
if you can, I don't know if you can do.
So let me
It's
check
in
into
my,
it.
on my computer, on my bank, I can go and show, just go proof of payment.
That's all I can print. So I went physically to my bank, it's a credit union, Space Coast Credit Union. I went there and they told me, there's a bill payer money. They take the money from me and pay to whoever. I pay AT&T, I pay FPN, I pay everybody.
But they should be able to look up the date of that
Yes,
payment.
so they said they would fax it to them directly. They won't send it to me. They send it to them directly. The same way. Yes, so I've been calling.
So let me-
I called, I left 3 messages. I've been emailing her. Did you receive this? Did you receive this? No answer.
Let me look into it. What's the number? This is your email right here, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I have your email. Just I'll email it to you.
Yes, that's my
Is that your email? Yeah. And let me see your, make sure your address is on there so that. Perfect. Okay. Okay, and then you'll get an email from me and I'll
Yes,
get
they
it.
have your email. And I will send it to somebody mail.
It shouldn't be this hard. It should be easy. Huh? Yeah, you have the same thing.
Same thing.
Same.
And this is with the old management company.
Yes.
Well, give it to her and let her investigate
You want me to
it.
call you?
No,
I mean,
so we
I'll
know
email
what's
you.
going
I'll
on.
go.
And I happened to me before.
Happened to me, they told me I didn't make a payment. I've been living here for 29 years. No, I've always had it automatically go. When they changed management companies one time, they said I didn't make a
It's the
payment.
office number.
I had
And
to
the
go
thing, the
back.
other management company didn't let us.
I'll take care of it. I'll have an answer for
Please,
you.
I need it.
I'll have an
And
answer
then
for
they
you
have
by.
connected, like you said, there's late charges and everything. And
They'll take them all.
They will. Once we figure out what the issue is, 99% of the time they remove it. They remove it.
They'll take it off. Don't worry about that.
So I don't want my commission to go down.
Don't worry, that doesn't go,
This is provisional.
first of all, no, until you're way behind, we don't do anything anyway, so don't worry. All these reports that we send to the attorney, all people that are never gonna pay.
This is company.
No, I understand that. Mine came from the bank as well. But when they send it, what I'm saying to you is a lot of times it does not get to us. What's your address? I will, and your email address.
Here it says right there, it was paid, 126.67.
You're missing my point, but I will look into it. What's your email address?
Philippe, Pierre, PPE, BOU,
Our maintenance is 128,
NY,
67.
at Comcast.net.
Huh?
I've been talking, we're going back and forth, that's in September.
If you don't pay
Okay.
67
What's your
cents,
address?
we're not gonna go
One
after, it's
780,
supposed to be 128,
no
but
west.
they made a mistake.
82 Avenue,
80.
82 Avenue.
I paid for a whole year last year, 67 cents.
All right.
And then this
I
year,
will
they
have
said we
it
don't have
for
to.
Okay, I sent things there,
So I stopped paying, and they charged me $4.
Right, yes, it's very pale
It's
here.
very bad, okay,
So
so,
we're
Let
gonna
me
fix
look
that.
into it. I will pull your ledger from the previous management company,
Yes.
Yes.
and I will email you everything that I find out.
I did too.
My name is Sydney. Yes.
I got
Would you mention to her again?
I owe $4.10. How was you?
Sandra.
804.
Is it Cassandra?
I'm on 16 though, right now.
Me neither, I can't afford that $4.
I don't know,
Yes.
now they tell me I'm on about 65. So just now.
Espera un momentico, okay.
The $8 that has been addressed, you know,
Paseando
That's
todo
what
esto
we
de
take
los
out.
pagos de la fundación.
that's the
Para ella
67
sí que-
cents.
Esa es la 30 pesos.
¿Eh?
Esa es la cosa con los
The
30
board okay to
dólares.
be
No, no,
Déjame ver.
Son 2 meses que tú pagaste que lo cogió la asociación.
Richard, you guys said okay to
Yeah,
leave the $8?
Yeah, I told her, I sent an email and
I will take
everything
care of it.
about all of the 67 cents
Yep, I'll take
to
care of it.
wipe out immediately.
Diciembre me sacaron 2 meses.
You give me that for this time?
Y enero me
Sí, está mal.
sacaron, según debo, como 5 meses.
Sí,
A ver si lo que debo es marzo y abril, porque no le pago, esperamos a sacar eso. Y no pago, no aparece. Y lo sacaron
That's
los
all done that.
A Cassandra, y no pasa que se va a hacer.
Yeah, this is December, this is January. Yeah, this is about 2 months.
I might be wrong, so.
In December.
El problema tuyo es ellos sacan 2 meses en un mes, ¿verdad?
Sí, entonces dice que yo debo todos esos meses, no parece que me pago. Yo me debo marzo
Oh,
y
they're
abril.
saying that he owes that money when he paid. The same issue with them.
What's the date on this? The year. What the heck is the year on this?
Right here, 2017.
And this is 2018.
But this is December.
Okay.
This is another one in December.
That's for January.
Yeah, right here, see, December.
But this is shouldn't be, I don't understand this. Why? ¿Por qué te paga diciembre 29 y enero 2?
Eso lo sacaron.
And here too, and
El problema fue que en ese mes nosotros hacemos declaraciones y yo lo puse automático para que me lo cobraran
Y cobró 2
y me
veces.
lo cobraron 2 meses, pero me lo cobró la asociación anterior. Yo no sabía que había un restaurante.
Eso no-
Very good, yeah, very good.
Déjame ver si yo no borro este email, porque yo creo que yo ya arregló este. Que tengo uno que yo no sé si es tú, pero yo creo que sí.
Yo me he comunicado con Casán me estuve comunicando hasta ayer y no me dio ninguna respuesta.
¿Por qué tengo es diferente dirección? Es different. Sí.
December 6th, December 29th, and then the 1st.
Tú no hizo ni un stop payment en nada, y ellos no cobrando multa en nada, ¿no? Entonces,
Ellos lo cobraron.
niño,
Yo te dije que
Eso
debo
fue
como 5
caído de la-
meses.
Now they're saying
What-
that he
what
owes
is-
months.
can you write it down, because I don't write so good. Now, her address, and we'll take a copy, can we make a copy? Okay. She needs this. Could you investigate this lady and see what's going on? Look at what they did. They took out 2
In
payments.
Esa
December.
no es la dirección, perdón, esa no es la dirección de la casa.
Yo sé, yo sabe.
Ah, no, ya.
Es que yo dije, yo decía, we need
Yo
your,
decía lo que debo es
dame
marzo
eso
y
y
abril. No le pago que aclaré.
Yo
Okay,
creo
that's
que,
not us, that's the previous management company, first of all. So that would have been sent to us. We didn't do that, that would have been, that's the previous management, that's not
But
what ours
that's
look like.
they don't send that.
yeah, but
those
she's saying that
payments to
you don't
guys.
give her, you're not giving her credit for any of those.
They
And
said
you
they're back
actually
2
took it
months.
out twice in 1 month.
Es increíble que te
So,
yo nunca
this, everything here
pago
was sent to
tanto.
the previous management company. I would have to check if they sent it to us, is the issue. Because I can't see from this without looking at her account, because I can tell you that we didn't take this money. It was the previous.
Yeah, no,
management
I don't care. If she paid it, she paid it.
Right, but it's depending on when, a lot of times it takes forever for them to send it. But let me write down this address, and I can
Not
look
that
into
But
it.
they're not gonna get penalized.
No, they're.
No,
Because now they're late.
Once they realize what
They don't
the
wanna
issue
pay.
is,
No, they don't
then
get
yeah,
it.
no, everything's
That
automatic, so
is-
they don't get penalized. But once we catch it, we correct the error.
Déjame decirle, el miércoles cuando se hizo la reunión, yo le di todo mi
What's the
plan.
address?
un email que en 5 días yo quería respuesta, porque yo llevo 2 meses tratando de resolver el problema.
Y
He
nadie
hablado
sabe.
con las dos
It's the
anteriores,
last
con
month,
Cassandra he hablado
last
muchísimas veces.
meeting that we actually had, not last month,
Que
the
me dijo
month
que
before.
ellos no tenían
She
nada que
gave
ver.
you all the information
Yo
that,
llevo 2
I-
meses.
everyone
Ya
has
yo
gotten that,
ellos
believe
yo
that.
sé que no me van a resolver el problema.
What's her name?
is on the statement, no?
José Luis Carrasana,
Sí, ese es el tema.
ese es el statement.
So it's in Jose's name?
La casa está en...
No, la
No, acá está el número
de
medio. Ese es mi casa. Y entonces esa es la dirección del negocio.
Sí, pero el nombre en la cuenta es tuyo.
Sí, claro.
Sí, José,
José Luis Carrasana.
José Luis, what's his name on
Ella
there?
debe de saber porque ella lleva 2 meses.
Entonces nadie sabe. Se ha llamado otros estados, nadie dice.
What's the address? This is not the right address.
Your address?
82, 88,
82,
88,
88,
Northwest,
Northwest,
195.
195th Street,
195?
Terrace, 195th Terrace.
Email address?
Es que ella me da toda esa información. Yo llevo 2
No,
meses.
But I want to make sure, I don't have anything with me right here, I
Y no
don't
me
want
resuelven el problema. Ya
Después, el
son
problema
2
es
meses.
que no es posible, si lo han sacado del banco, que no aparezca ese dinero, eso no puede ser.
to, did I not
Okay,
email
pero
it to you?
nosotros no
Just
vamos-
email
Yo
it
sé
to
que
you.
no, pero
I didn't email
No
it
va a
to you.
coger multa, eso no va a coger
That looks
multa.
very
No va a
familiar.
coger nada.
I read that already.
Vamos a ver cómo pueden resolver.
This
Entonces,
is
ella tiene
exactly
multa.
last month. Yeah, from last month. I remember doing it.
Yo tampoco, pero hay un problema con la cuenta y decir arregla el problema.
Is this a dot or just the A? Art?
Richard, I don't know, but I mean, I don't have any problems, but I'm listening to all this and it's so upsetting that our friends here, excuse me, have issues of this kind.
I realize that. I'm not saying
Should
that.
they be, I know that you are
There's
with all
no,
this,
there's no,
but shouldn't they get some kind of, something back for?
Yeah,
Because if we have an issue with somebody, you
Listen.
tell them we're gonna get $30
we
fine.
can send them a box of pears or something like that, whatever we want to
No,
do.
sometimes
I'm serious. What are you gonna give them back? Every time we give $1 away to a vendor or to a community member, it comes out of your pocket. I just want you to remember that. It doesn't come out of their pocket, it comes out of your pocket. Because we have right now, we have 42 neighbors right now, 42 neighbors that don't pay their maintenance. Which means
You're not understanding me.
you're paying maintenance for 42 people that should be paying their
You're not
maintenance.
listening.
I understand the whole problem, yes I am.
You're saying that I'm proposing to take the money from our accounts. No, I'm saying like, this is a management company that somehow we chose, so you
If
guys.
they don't do their
And
work,
they should,
if they don't do their work, they'll get fired, unfortunately, which we don't want to do that
And
again.
who
No.
pays these people for their time and their suffering, because this is unacceptable.
But every person has a right in the United States to sue anybody they want to. They can sue the management
That's what I'm gonna
company.
explain it.
She did send you an email.
Did I write it?
Yeah.
But I didn't get a response, so how do I?
Eso es lo que se debe en los meses que no se pagan. Eso es lo que...
But the reason why she's not responding is that they don't speak English, right?
Ese email
So you gotta talk to maybe
Cassandra
Mio, is that her last name? Maybe she speaks Spanish, right? And have somebody who speaks Spanish engage the resident, because that seems to be the problem, I think, you know.
It says, I do not see that I've made a payment for January, February, or March of this year. It looks like there was a past due balance of $8.04 before which you need to wipe those off anyway without sending them that thing. You shouldn't be sending them.
Yeah,
the payment,
But she has from
She
Jan-
didn't do a stop payment on February or March because she wants that to be resolved with the
Okay,
other
but
But you
creditors.
can't
that's
not make her
exactly what I
payments.
asked her. If she did a stop payment, because I've already seen this.
Yes, I'm like, I knew I took care of it.
And we've already resolved this.
That's what I thought.
Señora,
I knew
yo
I did
dije
it.
a ti, cuando tú empezó a hablar, si tú hizo un stop payment en
En
dos de
March,
los
February,
pagos, y tú dijiste no, tú hizo un stop payment. Yo tengo gente en la computadora mío que ella mandó que ya está arreglado esto. Nosotros ya arregló su cuenta completa, ¿no?
¿Y cuánto te debe?
Pero nosotros no hemos todavía solucionado el problema.
Tú no debes nada. Nosotros, she don't know
No,
anything,
sí,
right?
sí debo,
It
yo sí
says that
debo.
there's, she owes
Sí,
400 and
No,
something.
yo debo marzo y abril, que no había pago
Tú debes los 2 meses que tú paró la pago. Tú debes febrero y marzo, ¿no?
No, marzo y abril.
O marzo y abril. Entonces paga marzo o abril
Ok.
y tú no vas a tener problema más, que nosotros ya arregló este problema. Nosotros, yo pide ti, cuando tú empezó a hablar, yo pide ti, si tú hizo un stop payment en los pagos y tú dices no.
Yeah, but no, they took out.
I know, we understand that, we fixed up all of this was
Pero a
fixed.
mí me
The
queda
only thing she
The whole thing was fixed.
It is a January, February, March, now April payment due.
No, January is, and.
No, January, February, she paid.
January.
She owes March and
March and
April.
April is the only 2 months that she owes.
No, she stopped paying on January, February.
No,
Yes.
it came out in January.
But she
No, but
stopped
she
paying
stopped
on
paying,
it.
so it would have gone back.
We have the thing from the bank, she stopped payment on
It would
January,
have gone back
February.
to her.
Para la cuenta de la asociación nueva,
Pero mire,
nosotros
señora,
debemos.
I'll look at it again when I
Tú
go back.
canceló los pagos. Tú
No,
canceló.
I'm like.
Yo creo que eso lo pago. Lo que no se ha hecho en marzo y abril.
Was the last 2 months, which is February and March. They haven't paid February and March.
February, March, and now April.
What's her name? Again?
It's under.
Huh?
No, so you're
Say.
in 80. Remember, that's what he said. There's no fee in the plus. Principal, okay, $600 plus.
Let's proceed.
No, no, there's one.
It's in my computer.
I'll double check it when I get back to the office, 'cause the last time I looked at it was in March, when I sent you an email, I got nothing back.
¿Cuántos meses Nada más para explicar gente, pues saber. ¿Cuántos meses tú? Por razón. Yo no importa. Pero ¿cuántos meses no?
Desde febrero no se ha hecho más pago, esperando que se arregle eso. Porque desde enero no había carta que debe.
Very simple. He said he stopped the payments in February until you fix January,
But
December.
that's going to incur more fees if you continue to make.
But if they shouldn't have fees.
Cindy, don't tell him that. Then there's not gonna be any more fees because we wouldn't allow that. I'm trying, you gotta use your
I
brain
will
with
look
it.
into it
No,
and make
if
sure.
If they made the payments, if they advised you several months ago, because I was here, that they were stopping the payments because they didn't want to make the automatic payments anymore. Because you need to just go back and whatever they owe, actually, they will pay
Okay,
and
then
take off any fines from their account.
And I have the notes for that, that's fine.
Okay? What, fix
That's,
it.
yeah, no, that's fine.
Sooner, ¿cómo se llama?
I don't know Spanish
Sooner.
well.
Tarde o temprano, él va a llegar a una solución y nadie llega a la luz.
De un manera o otro, nosotros vamos a arreglar.
¿Cuándo hago los pagos? De marzo y abril.
Mira,
So they want to go to-
manda $128 por cada mes que tú no pagaste. Y
No, lo que debo de pagar.
ponga en la cheque, ¿no? Como tú haces, no sabes cómo
En
haces.
marzo y abril.
Ponga la mes que está pagando y ponga pagamiento completo en el cheque. Y ya, y no yo voy a arreglar esto, si tengo otro problema, llámame, llama, jode ella hasta ella no quiere oírte su voz más.
Es decir, que nosotros pagamos, los pagos que se sacaron fueron enero y febrero. Ese es el
Sí, bueno,
problema.
marzo, marzo.
Ahora pagaremos marzo y abril,
2 months, February and
2
March.
meses.
Okay.
But my question is, on the ones, because we refunded all the late fees, all of that was all refunded to them. And it shows it on the thing that I sent to them. So they're saying that the January payment that they paid, they put a stop payment on it?
No,
So no
They
stop
put a
payment
stop
on it?
payment on February to.
no, because they have 2 payments in December for
They-
128 that came out.
They-
Then they paid January. So that you guys owe them a month, so that's February. So they owe
So they're
March
saying
and
they-
April.
They're paying 2 payments in December.
Yes.
I will pull, because they made that the previous management company. Let me pull the previous management company's files. Because when we look at it, we don't see anything from them. We only see from us. I have to go into their records and pull from that to see where that payment went. To see if they sent it to us. So 2 payments.
Instead of calling them, call me.
Got it.
Send me an email and I'll forward it to them.
Para como en diciembre sacaron 2 meses de diciembre y enero, pero sacaron enero, en febrero, pues ya deberíamos abril,
So they made 2 payments in December,
One in January.
one in January.
So they didn't pay February because you guys, or the other company already
So
took out
two
the account. So now they're gonna pay
Now
March.
they owe you, they're gonna send you a check now for March and
So
April.
let me look at the previous management company's process.
Yeah, okay,
They were not getting billed correctly, so they have a constant payment. I will check and I will.
I
let you
have a
guys
question,
know if you
and
can
I
send it to
heard you talking about the wall, that you guys are getting some contract or something, starting, like, I don't know, can you give us some insight about it? Like, what kind of job are you guys going to do, what's the one?
Our walls are broken.
I know,
them. They're just repairing.
We're repairing
just
them.
repairing them,
Yes.
there, I know, I seen that they're like wood inside, and there's like some kind of plaster,
We're
that's for
repairing
you
them
to
the
do it.
same way, otherwise it costs us $100,000. This is gonna cost us $15,000 to repair that.
How about the project of completing the whole, like all the community centers?
We can, if you would like to go, we have to go and get 2/3 of the neighborhood.
How many homes?
There are 385 homes, you need to get 200 to get them to approve a special assessment, or we can just
Why
vote.
can we?
The board can just vote for a special assessment, we can vote, and whatever it's gonna cost to do that, which is probably
How
several
much money do we have?
$100,000. Now, we can assess each home that amount of money, they're divided by 385, but we actually have to assess you more, because like I was trying to tell you before, there are 42 homes here that don't pay maintenance. We have 385 homes, and 42 homes, all of us are paying for their maintenance because they don't pay.
Okay, last year,
We sue them, we put liens on their house, but we don't get the money. So,
last year, before the hurricane, I was working in Rainbow with Roger on landscaping, and I'm glad that we didn't get through it because the hurricane would have destroyed everything, so. But I remember,
I
you
remember.
remember, it was going to be about $20,000 that was going to be. What, now that you passed, and I know it goes back into the account, how much money do we have in that account that we could actually use without having to charge more, stress on people, already have an issue with payments and homes and that.
We
So how
have,
much money do we have to actually, use for some kind of improvement,
Well, we
like
have-
radical improvement of our community, that?
we had set that we had $9,000 in for planning, and if the beautification committee wanted to bring us a proposal to have a little more money,
20,000,
we
that's
go
the
look at the budget, like I said, and maybe you could spend as much as $20,000. But we need a proposal from somebody to actually put it on the table to look at if we're gonna put in plan.
You guys want to remove the
there's
hedges
some
and stuff?
plans.
Yeah, we
There's
have
a
all
fence
that.
down on 200, what's the?
And then I saw,
201 so well, we
There's a
shouldn't
201 that we wanted
we
to put
shouldn't
fence
get-
down.
I already have
do it if they already want to do something.
I have the drawings and everything that I have, kind of my idea to propose to a designer to come do it. But then I saw the hurricane destroy the walls, and these walls are like, paper, standing there.
That's what the
So
builder
I-
did. Those walls actually lasted without cracking or anything for 27 years. So if we can get them repaired by a company that gives us a guarantee so that they're gonna be repaired properly, no, they should last another 27 years. If they fall down, we're gonna have to pay a couple $100,000 and have a couple new walls go. I'd like to put walls all the way down,
I
87th, all the way down in back of the park there. But in order to do that, we have to have an assessment for each house. And each house is probably gonna cost $1,000, no, to 385,000,
And we
maybe
didn't
more,
get
maybe
signatures, so we-
$1,500 for each house. And we don't wanna do that yet unless we have to. We would like, although they're arguing with us, we would like everybody to take down their fence and put up a new fence or repair their fence in a
I
way
agree
that
with
it's
that.
not falling down.
And not
So
different
the
color.
community doesn't have to assess everybody, because like I said, every time we pay a bill, we're paying it with your money. No, it's not,
No, I know.
we don't want to spend more money than we have to.
And if there were an assessment, also people that are going to actually enjoy the walls on their backyard, they should have different sort of assessment than the rest
Well,
of the
they don't,
community.
because those walls were there at the time the community was built. They were built as part of the community. So you can't tell those people, even though they don't have a back fence, that we're gonna make you pay for that wall. The community has to pay for that wall, because that was built as part of the community to begin with. If we decide to put more walls up, or decide to tear everybody's fence out that's on the perimeter and put in new fences, we're gonna have to charge every single person, no? And it's not easy to collect, just so you know.
But that's exactly what I was asking, how much money do we have in store, you know, because all these years of payments, there had to be somewhere. And I know that once a year goes over,
When we
it's
finish
difficult to take out.
every year so far that we've finished the year, except for last year, which we had an excess of money. Every other year, we've had spent more than we budgeted for. And this year, so far, looks like we're spending more than we budgeted for, which means at the end of the year, we won't have enough money. We will have to throw something out or charge a little more money the following year. But so we've kept the maintenance as far as we could. We went from $115 to $128. We haven't changed that for a couple of years.
Yes, which is fine.
We're trying to be reasonable.
Yeah.
But we can only spend the money that we have. We can't spend more.
That's all I want to know. So we're gonna be working on it, and well, you're gonna hear from like.
Yeah, bring us a proposal.
Yeah,
because we're planning on fixing it.
yeah.
Yeah, but we were
This is
planning,
a
we were
nice
planning on
one.
putting, I have 2 quotes out to get 201st Street, that fence covered with some kind of bush or plants, because they took down the fence, and we don't want to put up another fence, because the fence is there already, so we could just decorate it, no?
But you said that you have companies already like giving you some kind of estimates or on that, how much is that?
No, that's not,
No,
that's only for one street.
Just one street.
One street.
For the big,
You know how many streets we have here?
Is it the main?
No, it's back here.
It's all in the back. 201st Street's all in the back by the park. Like Miramar Park. Yeah. I think it's Miramar Park.
I have a question for you. What is our dog policy in our community? Because I have a problem with a neighbor, he refuses to put his dog on a leash. The dog roams the entire, community, poops and pees on everybody's lawn.
It's
In my
very-
case, let me just finish. So
I
you answer
have the same thing.
Well, I don't think you have it as bad as me, I promise you that. Look.
Everybody's is worth.
No.
There's nothing
You see that though? That happens to me every day.
You call,
This dog,
Inside your house?
I understand.
My door, my
If
front
you
door.
call animal control, animal control's gonna tell you this. The only thing they'll do is if you capture the dog,
Put the dog inside your house.
and put the dog in your garage or in your house, and capture the dog, they'll come and take the dog away.
but my question
And if
is,
they do that a couple times, the neighbors, because it costs them like $300 to get it out, the neighbor will finally, stop letting their dog do that. There's nothing that the association can do for you.
It's a duck
No,
business.
because, huh?
A duck.
Oh, I live right on the lake, the ducks poop all over. You can't do anything, there's nothing we can do. My neighbors had 3 dogs, they never put away all, let them out all night. I called animal, I talked to them first, nicely. Their little Maltese, who was so adorable, would come and shake at my window because it was pouring down rain, and they didn't care. So people that don't care, you can't do anything about people that don't
And you
care.
ever had the poop?
I would give an advice that you can't, it's not allowed to shoot the owner of the dog, but that's what my recommendation would be, shoot the owner of the dog. Because it's not the dog's fault, it's the owner's fault. But that would be my recommendation.
You can get a picture
I
of
have a problem with your veto condition.
it and I'll send them a violation.
I have a problem with your veto condition. Okay, matter of fact, let me introduce myself. My name is,
Do you understand? Okay, translate.
Send it to me.
let's,
That's-
let,
that's-
so
Let me-
No, this is just
Let
for
me,
him.
let me just finish real quick. Look, my question is simple. We have rules in the association. We have signs posted across the whole community that clearly say,
250.
The dog has to be on a leash.
A, it has to be on a leash, and two, you have to pick up after your animal.
Yeah.
Neither is happening with this particular resident. And, once again, the dog is doing it.
Can we find that?
Of course, you have to be.
Without proof.
This is really big.
I need the, I
If he
need.
has-
What do you mean proof? You want more proof?
I already talked to him.
So if
I
you,
have video and I have pictures.
Okay.
The dog doing it in my door.
if you could forward
I already
that.
talked to him.
Oh, okay, so then she'll take care of
But
it.
what I'm asking you as the new
She'll
president.
find him.
Congratulations, by the way.
I don't want to make you
Let's take this serious because A is a health hazard for me and my family. Okay, that's number one. Two, I have to clean that nonsense every single day. And now the guy's becoming belligerent and threatening me. Simply because I said, hey, fine, you don't want to follow the rules, keep the dog off my property. His response is,
Can you do that?
it's a dog, it's a dog, it's an animal, and it should roam free.
Oh, my neighbor said the same thing.
Unbelievable.
Can we do
If
that?
the dog bites, then
I tried all those phrases, man. I tried to treat them
I
as
told
fair.
him, with the
Yeah.
address, I send the violation. If it happens again,
The way to solve it is find this guy every single time.
it's a
Put a fine, assess a fine, and then, there has to be a way to find this.
We can do that. If he's threatening, when my son lived with me, the man didn't threaten me. When my son left, the man used to threaten me the
Then
same
you need to
thing.
call the
But,
police,
I
yeah.
called the police went over and they did whatever they did, he stopped doing that. But, there should be a way that if the neighbor is threatening him, we can find them.
it's
it's the animals.
The animal is the problem. We have rules here, and
It's not really, you don't realize it's not the animal, it's the owner.
That's why they gotta find the owner.
the owner needs to be fined, okay?
It's gonna hurt when they start getting.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine, he doesn't want to follow the rules, fine. Let's start assessing
the
fines.
maximum that we can find.
You know?
Right, but as I told him, just send every time.
I've sent emails to Cassie,
And I did, then yes, I've already
Cassie
sent,
Leo, I've sent you at least 2 incidents. I want you to know it happens every single day.
And both times I sent it out, so the next one, it's gonna be a fine.
And I'm just tired of having to go through my video for 3 hours because I have to,
Why do we
video.
have to,
Because
I'm tired of
that's how
talking
you
to the guy
have
and he
your
blasting me.
fines set up.
It's
The
ridiculous.
third one is the fine hearing.
Huh? Yeah, yeah.
we got charged.
Black
No,
fine.
yeah, they do,
Look at this.
that's a pretty word.
Look
The
at this.
third one is the
Look
hearing.
at this. He's pissing right there, he pisses on my door, he shits on my door.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Not in the grass on the door.
No, on the front door,
Yeah.
on my door, every day. And I have kids.
So you pick up the shit and you put it on his door.
I mean, I don't know what that means. You're in it, it's ridiculous. Oh, and there was a guy, I don't know if you saw the Asian guy, Rudy, maybe you guys know him. He told me the same thing. The dog goes all the way about 4 houses down from ours and does the same thing, poops right in front of us.
Where do you live?
Right in the corner.
Which dog is it?
197
Have you seen
and
the dog?
I mean, this is ridiculous.
I have a ducks do that to me, but.
No, I had a dog.
I gotta go.
She has a
And
dog.
that's on the pole. He does it here, at the door.
I have to go too.
I had a dog my whole life.
I mean, but at this point,
When I first moved here, I had 3. No, I only have 1 now. But my dog only leaves when my housekeeper walks into it.
Okay.
Two separate days.
Okay.
What's going on?
But the thing is, there's a time span, I think it's like 5 days or something.
We've been trying to
Just
foreclose
send them
on,
to me
that's
and
my
every
mother's
time I get
house.
them, when the time has come,
That's my
I'll
mother's
send them
house.
another one, so we get to that.
She had a reverse mortgage. So when she died, the bank owned the house, right? But the bank sold the mortgage to the federal government, like a big scam, you know how this thing works. So now the federal government owns the house, they don't want to do anything with it. So last year, we foreclosed on the house. But then the federal government, since we foreclosed, decided to step in. Now, they haven't done anything for 4 years, but now they decided to step in. So now they've sued everybody, although there's nothing to sue. They just want to get a clean title. Eventually, they're gonna have to sell that house to somebody and fix it up and pay us 1 year of maintenance she owes us. because my mother's been dead for 4.5 years now. So they owe us, but they won't pay, they only pay 1 year. We paid to board it up, and we paid to have the graffiti taken off, no. But,
I took kids out the other day.
oh, people were living there. They had squatters.
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
You're good, okay. Okay. I've been living in that community almost 29 years. Same like you.
Same like me.
I know the time. Same like you.
1991.
And now, when I hear what you just tell that gentleman, catch the dog and put it.
But they won't pick it up.
Wait, no, let me finish, sir. And put it in his garage. You put that gentleman in a bad situation. Like the owner of the dog will say to that man, you capture my dog and you take possession of my dog, and the owner will call the police for that
And
gentleman.
the cops are gonna
Can
say.
I-
No, wait a minute. I'm talking to one person.
Can
Not two person.
I respond? Can I respond?
Yes.
I gave him that advice because I've called many times animal control to come and pick up a stray dog. Now, and animal control told me directly, the only way that they'll come out and pick up a stray dog is if you trap the dog, in your garage or in your house, and then they will come out and pick up. They will not come out and search for a dog like they used to do in the old days when we were kids and everything used to run
They even give you
smoothly.
cages.
They won't do it
They
anymore.
even give you a cage or something. I've heard something.
Yeah, they'll come and bring you a cage, but you have to do the trapping of the dog. That's their rule.
I don't do that, so.
That's the only reason I gave him that advice was because it's what the Dade County says they will do. They won't do anything else. When we were children, and you had a stray dog, my mother would call on the phone, and they'd send out a dog catcher, and he'd catch the dog and take it back to the human. They won't do that anymore. Now you are the dog catcher, according to
No,
Dade
I
County.
finished, you're close. You're close. I know, we don't have to elaborate that much on it. You have to just give me an answer. And my question to you as the owner, like, you supposedly you have 2 security places, east and west. What's happened when somebody not come to your house, the person identify himself or not identify himself, they let that person in without a piece of paper, a pass, what we used to call a pass. Like, they give him, okay, where you are going, and you are going to visit, and the person number, the person address, and the security guard call the owner of the house, and they say, okay, let the person in. But they don't do that anymore. Why?
Well, they do it with me.
Why? They give you the piece of paper?
I have a list of people that are allowed to come to my housekeeper, my gardener, different people. They're allowed.
I have the same too.
They're allowed to come to the house, they don't have to call, they can let them in, they have their name and address and their identification. Anybody else, they're supposed to call you,
They don't.
and the only thing I can say is, you need to make a note of it, and email or call the management company and tell them that they let somebody in such and such a day and such a time. But I can tell you this, we have tried to have an agreement with the West for many years now. We paid an attorney a lot of money to draw up a new agreement that they said they would be satisfied with, and then after they got the agreement, they decided no, they don't like that agreement. And that was their agreement. that we agreed with the, okay, let's just get in where our heads are, and then they decided they didn't want to sign that agreement either. There's no way, our computers work together, so if somebody comes from, a guest come to your side, they'll call your house as well as this will come that side. That works together. But as far as how they let them in, they're their rules, and they do what they want. And we've really tried to get an agreement together with the two associations. They just, as so far, they don't want to work with us. Maybe later they will.
But sir, it never used to be like that. That's when that new management.
No,
Wait a minute.
No.
When that new management,
No,
when
you're wrong, sir.
Ernesto was here, and he used to be
Sir,
sitting behind that
Sir,
desk.
you're wrong. It used to be.
That's never happened,
No. It used to be much worse.
you know, but.
Security's gotten
but
much
they let-
better.
they let-
It used to be anybody could come in here at any time of the day or night. Security's gotten much better than it was. You're
No,
completely wrong about that.
No, because I
can't argue with you. I know.
No, I can go right now.
Go.
I can go right now. And
Then report the guard.
they don't even speak English.
Well, some of them don't. There's some of them do, and some of them don't. We realize
They don't even
that.
speak English. They're not even able to communicate.
Well, we can do that for you if you'd like. We can make all the guards speak English.
No,
okay?
not for me, not for me,
No.
for you too.
Only for.
Because you remember that we go to your house.
I don't mind that the guards don't speak English, because we only pay them $12 an hour, okay? If we want to pay $20 an hour, $18 an hour, we can get guards that only speak the language that every one of our tenants want. If we want to spend more than that, we can get guards that speak English, French, and Spanish, which probably will take care of the whole community. But there are some people here that speak other languages also. Right now, we have, most of our guards speak enough English that they can get by, because they speak to me in English, broken English, but it is English. Now, and there are a couple guards that do not, but they're usually on the weekends. They do not speak English, I realize
It's
that.
simple. They have something in front of that gate. You know, you give the license. Your license, you got the license, so you got the license, the security guard get the license.
Not through this gate.
Not for this.
And I've stood there numerous times, and every person that comes there in this lane, they give their license.
It's supposed to.
It is happening.
This is so simple, and you give them.
What is the problem? That is what is happening right now. The security guards are doing that. So what is the problem?
He's saying that the security guard should give a pass to the person.
They do.
But they
No,
don't have to
they
give a
don't.
pass if a person's on your guest list. They don't have to give a pass.
No, I didn't say that, ma'am. I know exactly what I'm talking. I have a list of people.
That has happened to you? Is what I'm saying? Is it happening to you that they're letting your guests in?
They let people in.
What people?
What, yeah.
People.
Is it your guest or is it someone
No,
else's
it's not
guest?
my guess.
Okay,
Well,
so
then don't
how?
worry about it.
It's not my guess. Some people come in and come in front of my house and soliciting something.
Well, yeah, that happened to me too. The company needs something that's to do with their name or something, and they
Okay,
can't.
they're somebody.
That is here, that you're letting them in.
Okay, here's what happens. Security guard gets the guy at the gate, takes his driver's license. Now, I had somebody come from some company trying to sell me, so I didn't even understand what it was. I just slammed the door in their face. Security guard takes their license, checks them in, right? Because he called somebody's house that they said, yes, let them in. No, that's the only way they would have come in the neighborhood. They didn't just let them in because they wanted to let them in. Believe me, I have Jehovah's Witnesses used to come to my house. Every Sunday I called the guard and said, why'd you let them in? They wouldn't let them in, they live here.
You remember the time they went to your house? You remember that time? They went to your house?
You didn't take the judgment.
Maybe
Bring to your house.
So many items, by the way.
I was looking at it.
Yes, he knows that.
Richard?
I got the
And my phone
No
number is.
problem.
There's a
I want to get your email or something so I can.
Just like 9/11.
All right, so let's end it.
052909. Email you, phone, which one?
I-
Okay, you can email me, but let me tell you, to be honest, I don't read. I remember emails because I have to.
I wanted to ask you if the meeting was over because they didn't adjourn the meeting.